angry, Aussie. 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 Angry, Aussie. 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 Angry.
All right, Thursday night, racing towards the weekend. Although, being relatively subdued tonight. I'm going to make a cocktail video, short one. I was trying to use the internet to help me come up with another word for artist, essentially. Creative, artistic, gifted. I want it, for some reason, I have this thing of wanting the word to start with A, which doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yes. I've got to share that when there's a few more people on the stream. I've got to share that intro. The trouble you went to find all those clips saying it's a whole thing. I was literally just thinking of changing my description. I don't know why I've got the A in my mind, because it used to say cocktail enthusiast. Well, maybe I want another word for enthusiast. Another word for enthusiast. Devotee. Actually, an aficionado add-on. Devotee I might go for, honestly. Devotee? Cocktail connoisseur sounds terrible. Oh, cocktail cognoscenti. Oh, that's just wanky enough. I had one from Abigail too. But I'm sure she would have been okay. Hey, Heine, how's it going? Oh, wow, you bought the Dark Crystal because of us. I hope you enjoy it. There's a prequel series on Netflix. Anyway, I am going to make this cocktail video, so just a short one. So I'll set it up. Yeah, I'm going to make it first because it's only a short, so we'll stick the GoPro there. All right, let's get the Zoom recorder happening as well. What am I doing here? Forgetting how to put the sucker together. That's about where we want it. Get this char out of the way. Hey Justin, how's it going? Online tech channels starting to get better about hardware prices. Yep, of course. It's just the latest in the long series of corporations fucking us and making life worse for everyone. Let's get that angle happening. One says he's not making gear videos, his audience is not rich people. In there. No, I just have to get the ingredients together. fellow. Mezcal is the only one from here. Okay. Let's get a mezcal. Blue. Now, do I actually have peach liqueur? And where's my absinthe dasher? I'm searching. Blue curacao. That is a very luminous blue curacao. What's this one? Peach. It's a marionette show tonight. Da, 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 cinnamon. Yep, okay. That's everything ready. Do, 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 do. What are the measurements? 15, 22 and a half. Yep, okay, we do want this one. If you want this one, let's start with some mezcal. Right, let's get everything ready. Steady spaghetti. I think we use this glass. And we'll put the ice in it so I'm not lying. I'm lying when I talk about using a chilled glass. But tonight, I'm not lying. Will wonders never cease? Did you know French fries are cooked in grease? Okay, let's go. Blue QSL. Lime juice. Honestly, not doing 22.5 mils. Don't like lime juice that much. Peach liqueur. Cinnamon syrup. That's so fucking good. And we're going to do about 4 dashes of absinthe. And it's very blue, as the name suggests. There. Put that there. And a little bit more ice in my shakeroonie. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Let's start up again. Okay, that's all the close-ups. Hey, Kelsey. Ah. Mm. Coughing up a fucking oyster there. Pretty fucking gross, mate. What are you doing all that gross shit for? Okay, tripods are all tangled up. All right. That's a bit better. Let's do that. Brighten that up a bit. Right, just going to put some lids on these things so I don't spill things. Because I'm a clumsy motherfucker. Let's frame this sucker up. I absolutely should not start a singing career. Crime against humanity. Oh, what the fuck is this doing? What have I been doing on this? Wait, what's the... Making sure... Yeah, no. Nearly made that mistake, didn't we? Still had it on a manual setting from shooting some B-roll. That would have been a minor disaster. I would have been out of focus. Right, is this ready? It looks ready. G'day cocktail lovers. This rather dramatically coloured cocktail is called Gunmetal Blue. As you can see, a fairly fitting title for it. A lot of the colour comes from blue curacao. I also used my blue absinthe. First, because it's just fun to have them all blue in there. And second, because I occasionally get these weird gatekeepers who think they're the king of absinthe or something and they can say what is and isn't real absinthe. Get a life, you sad bastards. Anyway, I'm going to get me some of this because I haven't tasted it yet. Let's see what this is like. You see, this has got some heritage as a margarita, but takes some interesting twists along the way. I'll show you exactly what those twists are. Here's how we make it. In a shaker, add 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of mezcal, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of blue curacao, then 3/4 ounce or 22.5 mils of lime juice, then 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of peach liqueur, then 1/3 ounce or 10 mils of cinnamon syrup, then around 1/2 bar spoon or 2.5 ounces. I'm doing 4 dashes of my blue absinthe. Add ice to the shaker, shake that for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. This is genuinely good. I do love drinks that have a little absinthe accent, and I wouldn't have expected something that's largely a margarita to work that well with absinthe, but it does. So I recommend you give it a try. A Gunmetal Blue. Cheers. All right. Little dropsies in there. Ooh, looks like we got a winner to start the night. All right, I'm gonna switch a few things off. Off. And off. And switch the bright light off. Just get our mood lighting. All right. This creative world would be better. Oh, what a terrible idea, Kelsey. Love your enthusiasm, mate, but question your judgment. All right. Now, what am I? How many nights have I got? I do 4, so I may want to do quarter of my orange as peel. Oh, that's a mighty fine first peel. I take a little bit of pith off it. Squeeze some orange oils on there. All right, singing. I was a very good boy soprano, like in school choir. Then my voice broke, and I never had any voice training after that. So I can't really hold a tune in any sort of respectable way. How will this Iran raw shit end? It's impossible to say because big fucking surprise, it's blowing up in the US's face. They're not going to achieve any of their goals. I mean, yeah, the real goal is control the country, regime change, control not just the oil, but stop Iran from attempting to sell oil in anything but US dollars. That's a big thing for them. Keep the petrodollar happening. And they can't achieve any of those goals. It's just not going to work. You know, without a land invasion, boots on the ground, as they say, which would be a fucking astonishingly terrible idea, which is not to say Trump wouldn't push for it because he's a goddamn fucking moron and a weird fucking petulant man baby, but would be a real fucking bad idea. I mean, it's a real fucking bad idea up to this point. But yeah, you're into catastrophically bad ideas. Actually, I think we're already at catastrophically bad ideas. But just, you know, complete collapse of the world economy. Other fun things, you know. Hey, Greg, how you doing? If it persists, Democrats would win by saying we withdraw. Distinctly possible, yes. Then we take into account what a bunch of spineless fucks the Democrats are and how all the people in positions of power in the party are slaves to the Israel lobby. And how likely is that to happen? That's not bad. Very interesting. Rays, how's it going? How's work treating you? Seems to always, I just ask because it seems to always treat you harshly. So I feel like, you know, wait, what have YouTube on this thing? Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get YouTube started. I'll show the video Charlie did. All right, here we go. 2 hours ago. I'm leaving that airplane sketch out. I'm being super cautious about copyright things there. 3 weeks off in the States. Nice. Fly in for 3 weeks in the States. That is awesome. Justin, you're talking about next presidential campaign. If the Democrats pushed it for the midterms, they'd sweep. Maggie supporters are upset. Well, yeah, but every time they're surveyed, they say they still 100 people who self-identify as MAGA, literally 100% support Trump. You only want to monetize, yeah, but it can kill live streams as well. But anyway, I'm going to just share this intro Charlie went to a lot of trouble to put together. Let's just do this to make it big, and check this out. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So yes, it's a whole thing. I'm like, it's a whole thing. 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 It's just a whole
Just
thing.
a whole thing.
Oh, I know some lady bodybuilders, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Just sharing that because Charlie went to the trouble of finding all those clips. Justin, the trouble is, all of us who didn't vote for Trump, and obviously outside of the states can't vote for Trump, also got what they deserved. I know, Greg, I was blown away that Charlie pulled together all those clips. 2 hours to get that 20 seconds, Jesus. Dedication to the craft, my man. Dedication to the craft. I am deeply impressed with your achievement. In all sincerity, that's fucking amazing. Wellsy, Wellsy, Wellsy. All right, so I still, found an AIDSy clip, which was nice. From Beyond the Grave. Did I like the Bowie beat? Yeah. Oh, sorry. So you've all got to go watch. Look, I'm just putting the link in. You got to watch the whole video. The trouble Charlie goes to with the editing of this is incredible. There's a whole section dedicated to David Bowie's Codpiece. So, God, I got to feed you a bunch of straight lines in the next one. So you put a funny clip after. Oh, that's for Sunday. Looking forward to it. Stop it. I don't know what to do. Okay, it stopped. I don't know. It's obviously faulty.
The red lights.
Ow, that was loud. Jesus, ow. God damn it, that was loud. Hey, Fallen Dreams. It's a whole smoke alarm thing. It's so fucking loud. And being right under it was piercing. Getting AI. Yes, except for the fact, Justin, I regard those companies and what they're doing as fucking vile and disgusting and an abomination and a crime against humanity. So I won't be doing that. That's never happened before. I don't think that thing is also a carbon monoxide detector. So if I suddenly keel over, it's from carbon monoxide poisoning, but I don't know where that would be coming from. Yeah, and of course it wouldn't be the same, Charlie. Oh God, my ears are still ringing from that fucking smoke alarm. That was so piercing. And Mrs. Angry's lad's in the other room. Already had a migraine. He was lying down because he had a migraine. So the last fucking noise someone going through a migraine would want. Oh God. Now I'm worried. I feel like I'm going to get a headache. That was fucking awful. Supercut of AIDS monologues. Well, I throw the archives open. I give official copyright dispensation for anyone who wants to take anything off any of the live streams or the pre-recorded videos and do a supercut of AIDS. Oof. Okay. So I've got to stop saying, man, that was loud. But I feel like it's still resonating in my head, for God's sake. It was terrible. You don't have to ask for just me. I'm obviously committed. I have to admit, watching that compilation, it's a whole thing compilation, me saying that, my hair, when it was really long, I'm just looking at it going, what the fuck is going on there? Just a few years ago, smoke alarm would go off. Every time I turn the lights on, that sounds like something screwy with the electrics in the house. I swear my skull's still fucking... You got to do a KFC upsizing thing. Upsize it. Has anyone seen a video of chill music with the image of someone asleep? Maybe a video of AC sleeping. I have no fucking idea how the smoke alarm went off. There's no smoke. And like I said, things I shouldn't joke about. Maybe it's a carbon monoxide detector, and I'm going to keel over sometime during this stream. If I do, Charlie knows the address to send an ambulance to. Oh dear. Justin, the electrician couldn't work it out. Sometimes shit is just weird and inexplicable and happens. And hello, Pat, how you doing? It does seem to have been full. That was put in new in the last year when we went to change the batteries on the smoke detectors and saw a sticker on them that said the actual unit should have been replaced 10 years ago. So we told the real estate agent, and they basically told us the owner had lied and said they had someone doing it. So we had someone come in and put in new smoke detectors. Yes, I wasn't setting anything on fire. Yeah, Greg, I think you're right. It was Tom Kitten. Evil little bastard that he is. Chocolate Eagles. In fact, that reminds me, because I got like an excess of white creme de cacao now, because I bought an extra bottle just because it was on special at Dan's when I was getting something else. I add it to the... liqueur I just put in the barrel. Justin, you had a guy come to your house to replace the smoke detector. Did the whole building. There you go. Well, technically, they did the whole building for me because I live in a standalone house. Yeah, so we got 2 new smoke detectors. God, in fact, I feel like someone checked it quite recently. Safa, I think for the guy who knows what he's doing, replacing the smoke detector is pretty friggin' quick. You just, you screw it into the roof and put a battery in it and put the cover on. There you go. Sorry, Charlie, with it. Oh, is that what they call it, Justin? Changing the smoke detector. Then I had a bloke around to change my smoke detector. I love it. You can turn anything into sexual innuendo if you just say it. Well, nothing lasts forever, Safa. It would make sense for your whole building to be managed by a real estate agent. Would simplify things with body corporate and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily, actually, now I say that out loud, it's not necessarily the real estate agent. It might be the body corporate. Really, back in my day, they called it cleaning the pool, if you know what I mean. Safa, once we told the real estate agent, it got changed pretty quickly. Like you said, it should have been changed at minimum 10 years earlier. The real estate agent went, oh, yeah, like the owner's been lying to us, saying they had a guy doing it. And we went, no, there's not a guy doing it. And so they actually sent a guy around. And we were supposed to have someone seal up the roof weeks ago, and the fuckers just disappeared and never come back. And the possums all came back, and it's like, well, fuck you guys, you're going to get stuck in. They're not going to get stuck in the roof. We got one of those access things in the roof. Got to work out a way, I think, to take that off. And it's right near the back door where there's a cat door. So we could, I don't know, I've got to get a plank of wood from somewhere, a really long one that would go from this thing in the ceiling to the cat door, and then the possum could just walk down, and we take it away during the day. So I think the fire thing was working, in that we would test it, push the button, and the smoke alarms seemed to work. It's just there was a thing saying they should have been replaced 10 years ago. Just in other reasons, think buildings managed a single real estate agent. See the same agent, right? Yeah, I mean, I know that's not universal, but it would certainly make managing the building easier if it was just one estate agent. Also, I'm not a real estate expert, so I could be talking absolute shite at the moment. Do you know, I had that idea and I just want to act on my idea, but do I have any funnels here? Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I'm just going to go back. You probably answered me when I was asking, Charlie, but you sent these spicy things here. What's your intention with these things? Did I use it in cooking, or I use it to rim cocktail glasses? Because obviously I could do both. But I was just interested in what your thinking was with these. Do I have... I must have a funnel here. I have a whole bunch of funnels. I take them all out to the kitchen. I mean, maybe. I could use this speed pourer. Yeah, I could use a speed pourer. That's not a speed pourer, that's a straw. This is a speed pourer. You had no agenda. Okay, no, I was just wondering. You got them at the market? They look really good. I appreciate it. They do look good. And I could do either of or both of those things. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Big fan. Speed pourer. Okay. It's like an idea got into my head, and then just after the fact, I'm like, that is nowhere near as good an idea as you thought it was. You, Wally. Don't do it. I need a funnel. I definitely need a funnel. Did I put the thing? I think maybe I took them all out to wash them. Wait. My blood bags. Scrabbling around in. Oh yeah, there's still a funnel in this one. Just scrabbling around in the cupboard. Just while I'm thinking of this idea, I want to do it. So I am going to. Is this it? White creme de cacao. Going to top up my liqueur. I'm barrel aging with white creme de cacao. Liqueur. That's it. Wonder how much can fit in there. All right, let's try that again. Shite. Oh, I just made such a mess. I had high hopes for not making a mess, and I failed. I really have to... God, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. I got to duck out and get a cloth because that's just going to be too sticky to leave. 1 second or a minute. Actually ridiculous how much of a mess I made here. Okay. Fucking legit. Trying to be too clever by half. Actually, you know what I have to do? I have to drain some of that off into here. That's enough. Now, okay. One thing at a time, mofo. Oh, God, what a fucking clown, honestly. Absolute fucking idiot. All my Irish ancestors are just going, what you doing, you damn idiot? Alright, fucking hell, man. Ugh. Back you go. Jesus, what a fucking clown. Anyway, what's my liqueur tasting like? Pretty good. Swash it around a bit. Actually, something I was going to do. Compare cheap blue curacao to expensive boutique blue curacao. Is the boutique blue curacao worth it. Okay. Going very blue. My tongue's going to go blue after this. Blue curacao from Marionette. Okay, so theoretically, these bright blue liqueurs are actually orange flavored. Can't believe how much your package weighs. That's what I said to her. But so for pressing and wait for a show for tomorrow's streams. Nice. Don't let my Irish ancestors mock me. They died that submarine screen doors. Okay, so this is not shit, but cheap blue curacao. Yeah, it tastes like orange lollies. It doesn't taste like oranges. It tastes like orange lollies. All right. Very syrupy. Rinse my palate with some icy water. Now the expensive blue curacao. So different. Nowhere near as syrupy. Has a real orange oil sort of flavor. You're going off the Chroma Labs? I like them from affordability. I got a few of them. I think I've got half a dozen Chroma Labs thing in the cupboard. But that Marionette blue curacao is so different. I've never done that side by side with the blue curaçaos. This is why you don't come back. Wait, what did you do? I feel like I missed something, Race. What's happened? Yeah, that Marionette blue curacao is so noticeably different. Like, because blue curacao has always just been a novelty thing for the blue color, but Marionette, who make really high-end liqueurs, just said like, well, it's about time someone made a blue curacao that's not shit. And lo and behold, their blue curacao is not shit. It's not as syrupy as the Chroma Labs and has a more realistic orange flavor. You got 7 bottles of shit to finish. Well, I mean, it doesn't go off because it's all sugar. Ray's got rerouted through East Coast. Everyone decided it'd be a good time to play Pin the Lead and the more on the... Oh, no. Oof. So is your whole flight plan being complicated, Race? It's so long since I've done international flights, actually. Kind of forgotten what a drama it is. I got about half of what Ray said. You're going to get questioned when you... Oh, you actually have you have a layover in the continental US? For Ray's, if he's still in Perth, it's 5:45 p.m. Sorry, what were we saying about Altona? Oh, you've got a layover in Melbourne. Okay, sorry. That just went over my head. Yeah. I guess if you were going to Europe, you wouldn't have come to the East Coast. But Jesus, what's that? That's like 3 hours? I've done the Melbourne Perth. I forget how long it takes. Big fucking country the plane's got to go over. Going to Charlie's old neighborhood. Oh dear. No, what time is it? 8:46. I might break things up. That's all been too sweet. I was thinking of having a pink lemonade, but the drinks so far have been too sweet. I'm going to break it up with some mineral water. Tomorrow night, going to give the new breathalyzer a workout. Yes, Alfred. I don't think his layover is quite long enough for us to actually catch up. I know you're joking, by the way. Just roll that on. All right, all right, all right. So, moving on down. Where's the new? Oh, here's the new breathalyzer. Wait. I love that it says wait and there's a countdown. So dramatic. I can't blow for as long as it wants me to blow. Oh, the red light means not safe, I think. 0.08. Fucking calm down. Yes. Jesus. Okay. I just realized, why is it going nutso? Because it's registering over the legal limit. That's not as bad as the fucking smoke detector, but it was pretty fucking annoying. Was I not paying attention the other day? I don't remember it beeping crazily like that the other day. Anywho, we'll just chalk that up to experience. I can just see me being really immoral tonight and wanting to push the breathalyzer, which is extremely poor behavior. Kids, drinking alcohol is not big and strong. It's not cool. It's not funny. Fuck me, it's doing it again. No, I'm fucking disabling that fucking thing. Fuck it. Guess who's losing their fucking batteries? That's smoke alarm. Don't know what the fucking problem is, but I'm not having that happen. You got my step ladder, which you need 'cause I'm short. It's big enough to reach. I think it is. Alright. And fuck you.
Already said that they had a similar issue. as-
Yes, we are. All right. News thing tomorrow has been YouTuber dies ironically. House burns down just after he took the battery out of his smoke detector. You're gonna make trance tunes with that, Charlie. Lots of people have cricket bats, Safa. No, I just got a step ladder, took it down, and took the battery. I didn't smash it, as tempting as that was. Just reached up, took it down, and took out the battery. Because fuck that nonsense. Just got to tell the estate agent, hey, one of the new smoke detectors is fucked. It's just going off for no reason. Like I said, unless it was detecting carbon monoxide and I keel over during this thing. Yeah, right. YouTube censoring you to fuck. It's really hard to predict what it will censor from comments. Because you can swear. Violence, usually anything that could be construed as violent language will often get censored. It's quite weird. So oh, that is so fucking annoying. Oh, damn it. No, see, swearing doesn't get you censored by YouTube, Safa. Usually references to violence will. It's very strange. Talking about the weather, like, hey, the weather, I know you're going to suck my dick. That was Sid the Sexist in Viz Comics, which I probably read back in the early 90s, and I still remember it. Sid the Sexist with a pickup line, hey, let's talk about the weather. And she goes, what about the weather? Oh, whether or not you're going to suck my knob. Oh, dear. It's a wild and crazy world we live in. Looks a lordy. That was such a fucking weird thing for that smoke alarm to just go feral all of a sudden. Like, what's it all about? What's it all about then? What's all that about? Oh, it was... I swear to God, my fucking skull's still resonating with that noise. It's so fucking annoying. Ugh. Mrs. Angry's lad said at his dad's place they had a problem with the smoke alarm going off for no reason, and they pulled it down and there's like a spider's nest in the detector. I was like, okay, no, this is a new detector, and I have just pulled it down and taken it apart, and there's no spider's nest in it. I don't know why it's fucking up, but it's just fucking up, which is super fucking annoying. So I was just in my head, just channeling a bit from Bo Burnham's Inside special for Netflix, where he's singing to himself like, "Tell me how you feel," and and it's all sort of gloomy and Chesterfield. And then the lights go bright and he's looking up like he's really happy, but he's saying stuff about, it feels like my brain's going to explode. I'm sure I'm going to die. But he's singing it in a really up and bright way. That's what I'm feeling about my head at the moment. Like, this is staring at me here. This is a weird little sample I got from the Bakery Hill distillery a little while ago. I had a couple of samples, and these were like work in progress. This was just a little sneak from the barrel. Their default thing, I think, they dilute the whiskies to 48%. They've decided that's the sweet spot, but this is undiluted. So it's like about 70%, and it's not fully aged. They aged for at least 5 years. I think this is about 3 years. And there's another one. This has just been sitting there for ages. I think I should drink it. Ray's opinions on Kim Jong-un and his daughter's appearance are completely off limits. Okay, is that what you're getting censored for? Is YouTube a slave to glorious leader? You'd been saying stuff about Kim Jong-un and it was getting censored. That's really funny. There's a certain degree of irony there, considering the amount of censorship that happens in North Korea, that if you were taking the piss of Kim Jong-un and his daughter and YouTube was censoring the comments. Because you definitely can't get YouTube in North Korea. So I don't know whose sensibilities they're protecting. You wrote it friendly and content. Oh my God. Sorry, I just find that really funny because it's so bizarre. It's ridiculous. It's genuine. Yeah, but Justin, this is a big question. Was Ray speaking ill of Glorious Leader? Oh, Charlie, we should get Mark on whenever he wants to come on. But yeah, post Oscars roundup. Absolutely. I'm down for that. You know how much of a movie nerd I am, and getting a couple movie nerds together, that's just fun. Yes, you win by 99% of the vote. YouTube says no bad speak. There was a joke fucking Hassan Piker was doing on his Twitch stream, that there was something that was published. It was one of the American news networks. Was this guy going like, they'd done a survey of people who self-identify as MAGA and ask them if they approve of what Trump's doing, like in the whole Iran thing. And they got literally 100% of self-identified MAGA people said Trump's doing the right thing. And he was joking that like not even Kim Jong-un gets 100%. He gets like 99.8%. Yeah, Ray's. I don't know that the 0.33% that didn't vote for Glorious Leader are still with us, honestly. It reminds me of Putin and his sad oligarchs, influential people in Russia who criticize Putin and later hang themselves in cellars or throw themselves out windows of tall buildings. It's remarkably common how sad critics of Putin are, that they all end it all. It's like, oh my God, okay. We're all just pretending that this isn't happening. Is that it? I was like, damn. Ah, well. That's how dictators are, really. I'm ready for party night. I've got my script written for my book video, and I'm pretty happy with it. I've got some of my sarcastic humor in it. I definitely have to play with a creative idea for a video is the whole idea of building up a buffer of having a couple months worth of videos on so I could spend an extended period of time working on a single video. And I had an idea for a hero's journey type of video. And we talked about this. I think I want to log in as It's Angry Aussie on this. I thought I was logged in on Trello on here. My Atlassian account. There we go. Oh, that's, yeah, I was going to show you, look. This is Dan Harmon's version of the hero's journey. Don't have anything planned. This weekend you're going to make an upsizing song. Nice. Oh, Justin, you've been getting censored by YouTube. Seriously, you literally just wrote, why don't we all make fun of Glorious Leader just for lols? And that got blocked by YouTube. That's freaking wild. Right, if Albanese use the same tactics, Goon Sharp demanding vote for Albanese in a Labour shirt, holding flies with yeah. Oh, Albanese as Glorious Leader. I like it. Yeah, also, I don't know if the thing on YouTube is the top chat versus live chat as well. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's very weird. All right, you know what? I'm going to have a little taste of this and then probably... Oh, top chat fucking sucks balls. It's so shit. I fucking hate it. And I can't control it from here in Discord. I don't know what YouTube does. So, okay, so it's not stopping anything in the live chat. Well, that's what's important. It's just like fucking YouTube, whatever the fuck. Okay, so I want this. Gonna have a little taste of this really high proof, lightly aged whiskey that had been sitting in stout casks, as in casks that had previously aged stout beer. I think, oh yeah, fucking Starwood did a stout cask whiskey, which was really good. Oh, you are right, Justin. It's not like Albanese has to worry about the competition at the moment. For a high proof whiskey, it's like it's not burning my nostrils to smell it. What is it? Like honey and leather. Maybe a bit of orange. Let's taste it. It's pretty good. It does have a beer taste, actually. Rays, you reckon they won't win the next election? That's a bold call because the federal Liberals are a fucking train wreck at the moment. Bold call, but I love bold calls. And yes, well, we all know the South Australian election is going to be an absolute slaughter in favour of Labor. It's like two talking points. The distinct possibility of the Liberals ending up with no seats whatsoever, and the possibility of One Nation getting seats in the lower house. So my extravagant online with Ray's bet. Actually, I think that's an even more over the top one. Ray's betting Labor won't win the next election. My extravagant hot take for the South Australia election is, despite all the hype, One Nation do not win any lower house seats. There's an extremely solid chance I'll be wrong on that. But I just feel like doing a hot take. And my hot take is One Nation wins 0 lower house seats. There's too high a chance they'll get something in the Senate. I'm not going to bet against them in the Senate. I love Charlie going for the bet with Rays already. There's a couple of years off, though. Honestly, think minor parties are going to play a massive part in the next election. Pushing secondary votes, making arrangement. Well, like I said, that's a pretty big call. But, you know, it's a couple of years in the future. Freaking anything could happen. Okay, so how much of this is there? It's just been sitting there for too long. Just gonna, well, it's about an ounce. You know what? I'm gonna make this a high-end old-fashioned. Really upset the guy from Bakery Hill. This is like a handwritten label on this one. This is 58%. Ooh, man. I have to breathalyze myself after this. Bakery Hill single malt old fashioned. And it just never stops being funny to me that the Bakery Hill guy hates the idea of his single malts being used in cocktails. Like, he fucking hates it. So I'm doing this and going tee-hee. All right, and some bitters. You know what? That high proof one, I was kind of getting a little bit of orange flavour from it. So I'm going to do some orange bitters. And some aromatic bitters. You're saying is One Nation do something to ruin their image to the majority of their supporters? They do. One Nation regularly implodes. Are you upset at your by-election still, Safa? Sorry, I like that bet, Charlie. $100 or 2 liters of fuel, whichever costs more. Oh, dear. Now, the really interesting one is the Victorian state election later this year, because on paper, Labor should definitely lose. But the Liberal Party are just such a fucking train wreck. I don't know what's going to happen. Rays, you're going to limit the bet to $100. 2 liters of petrol will be too expensive in a couple of years. So just some people tend to believe the government thinks government has limited control over. Yeah. I don't know that Labor voters are stupid enough to think the government controls the petrol prices, particularly with the fuckery Trump's doing in the Gulf. Vic Premier might be rolled. That sounds unlikely. And also, I really doubt Channel 7 have the inside track. That sounds like complete bullshit. Like, the conservative media have been trying to destabilize the Labor government since before they were government. They were so anti-Dan Andrews and they were so fucking pissed off that he got voted in. Then they got pissed off that he delivered on his campaign promises. Then they got pissed off that the public re-elected him. Then they got super pissed off that the public re-elected him a second time. They're basically very upset at their lack of ability to dictate what the public does when voting. So I will go out on a limb and say Channel 7 saying the Victorian State Premier is going to get rolled is absolute fucking horseshit, and they're trying to invent the story. Again, great big asterisk, reasonable chance I'll get proven wrong. But I'm just going to say, fuck Channel 7, fuck the conservative media in this country. Whereas you don't think prices will be the issue, not having enough stored that libs are going to use. And they'll forget they're the ones who initially didn't store it. Yeah, I just think they've performed so badly in the last 4 or 5 years. They're not very good at messaging. Ooh, this is a beast of an old-fashioned. Damn. Oof. It is pretty darned intense. So, right, speaking of conservative media, how the fuck does 7 have Home and Away? I don't know. Wait, what? I see. I have no idea what channel Home and Away's on and what it's always been on. I had an audition for Home and Away in the early 90s. And I did a pretty good audition. They actually said I was pretty good. It's just it was for the role of a copper, and the guy they cast was 6'2". So short ass me was never going to get it. Justin, I also would not be surprised if the Liberals got up in Victoria. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Basically, unless there's a landslide one way or the other, I won't be surprised. Safa, the audition would have been early 90s, like literally like 91, 92, at which point I probably gave up trying to be an actor. Wait, what year did Spotswood come out? Let me just double check, because this will tell me 1992 film. Yeah, okay. So I think I stopped auditioning in about 91, 92, because I did audition for Spotswood, and the roles that I was going for all went to Ben Mendelsohn, and fucking Russell Crowe, and even the third supporting role, the guy who got that has had a very long career, Daniel Wiley. Like, if I show you pictures of him, you'll recognize him. This was like the third role. So I don't feel so bad. His name's Daniel Wiley. Like, you'll recognize this guy. So all the people who beat me for roles had big careers, so I don't feel that bad about it. So if you're actually born in 92. What were you trying to do with the Alf Stewart YouTube? Oh my God, that shit was so funny though. And it was making the freaking Home and Away people so angry. Those videos of overdubbed Home and Away with all the swearing was so fucking funny. Oh, nom 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 your facial structure, you blithering asshole. Sorry, birthing hole. Can't, obviously. That was so funny because I found those videos really funny, and it was also not even remotely surprising that the TV studio was really angry about them, but shit, they were funny. And just having Alf Stewart be a fucking psychopath was quite funny. If you have a very juvenile sense of humor, which I do. Just adding water to my old fashioned because that whiskey was really strong. It's actually better diluted. There you go. The Wild West of YouTube, honestly. The first 5 years of YouTube, it was another fucking planet. And of course, the wildest thing about it was no one had any concept of the idea of it could be a job. It could be your career. So people were just doing what the fuck ever and getting surprised at the amount of attention they got. Yeah, and now it's just regarded as a job, YouTuber. This thing that sent you with the videos. Oh, the dungeon. Yes. 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 No. Oof. The dungeon was bad. Hello, Abigail. How are you? Oh dear. Just having a moment of nostalgia. But, you know, now you just get the absurd amount of quality on YouTube. Obviously, there's a lot of shite on YouTube as well. But my wordy, there's an absolutely freaky amount of quality content on YouTube now. And it's kind of been fun being in it more or less since the start. Not that I've been sort of in it for like the last 10 years. But that being in that the first wave of YouTube was very interesting. And yes, Ray's YouTube, I think, has a bigger audience than any of the streaming platforms. Oh, Justin, I saw that you posted the thing of if you take a shot, if the Liberals win a seat, you won't get drunk. And you know what it is. It's the word shot. Anything that could be construed as violence. This thing. Okay, this is a weird thing because you probably all remember how much I like eggnog and my aged eggnog. But like, I don't know, 5 years ago, as recently as that, I had a idea in my head that I didn't like eggnog because the whole egg thing sounded gross. And I was like, ooh, nogs. And it was on Steve the bartender's Facebook group. He's doing stuff for eggnog. And I just commented like, ew, I hate nogs. And it got censored. And then Facebook wanted to suspend me for writing it. Steve the bartender messaged me. So like, oh God, this comment got held as potentially offensive on the thing about eggnog and different sort of nogs. And I was writing, ew, I hate nogs. And he just laughed. I feel like you got to go. See you tomorrow for party night. Yeah, God, getting censored for Kim Jong-un stuff was very weird. Extremely weird. But then again, YouTube is just extremely weird. Its whole censorship thing is surreal. And having lived through various iterations of its fucking censorship as well. Because you used to just be able to go to town. You know, when I'd get hater contents, I'd just reply, fuck off and die. Or some of my sort of heavy responses to dickhead haters back in the day were extreme. Like, I would go very hard. Someone should have stopped me. What do you mean YouTube's finally profitable? Okay, you're falling into one of the biggest fallacies of the internet. YouTube has been profitable for well over a decade. There was always this thing about, oh, YouTube loses money every time you watch a video. And no, because fucking Google mastered the hosting side of things with their big data centers where it could be hosted without costing them as much as that sort of hosting historically did. But YouTube has been profitable for at least 10, if not 15 years. Okay, Justin, somehow I find that extremely funny. Grindr censoring words. An actual fuck site saying, oh, don't say that. There is something just... And, I mean, for good reason, I'm sure that there is good reason to stop certain sorts of discourse on your platform. But in another way, a hookup site, a fuck site, having censorship just feels funny, honestly. It's a funny old world. It censors the word party and the word rewards. So rewards seems to be trying to stop spammers, but party, it's just like they're being prudish and going like, well, you can talk about as much sucking dick and butt sex as you want, but group sex is a step too far. I'm guessing here, but I clearly don't really know what the fuck is going on in their fucking minds. Come on. I'm gonna turn on the breathalyzer again. Because that just felt like a really strong old-fashioned. Party implies using substances. Actually, good take, Dr. Abigail. It's like there's no resist. Like it wants me to breathe out that long. I can't. Yeah, 0.12. That seems about right. I just love it aggressively beeping. Don't drive your car, dickhead. Party is prostitution as well, possibly, maybe. I do actually get the substance use one, but again, when the site's literally just to hook up and fuck someone and they're censoring words, I can't get over it. I just find it funny. It's complicated, I think. Like, you should control language to an extent because, you know, I'm not a fan of hate speech. I'm not a fan of vilifying marginalized people. Yeah, and you're right. Just people have always come up with workarounds. I mean, even the old... God, this goes back to the old thing on Usenet of... I'm dating myself here because only people on the internet in the 90s might remember this. You didn't write porn, you wrote prawn because system admins were scanning for the word porn and blocking stuff. So people just wrote it prawn, P-R-O-N or P-R-0-N. It's ever since, you know, there were computers and banned words and whatnot, people found ways against it. I remember having a joke with my young'uns. What was that online thing with the penguins? I've forgotten what that was called, but apparently if you no, P0RN was too obvious, Justin. People did PRON or PR0N. It was prawn. But yeah, the online thing with the penguins, if you said one of their banned words, it would just change it to Bobo. And my youngers were telling me, it's like, yo, you can't, if someone says a bad word, it says Bobo. And so it's a running joke in the house. I'd oh, Bobo this, oh, you rotten Bobo. And they'd go, Daddy, stop swearing. That's terrible. Thank you, honey. It was just Club Penguin. Okay. And so I'd say Bobo, like, oh, Bobo this, or you rotten Bobo. And it was a joke with the youngest, Daddy, stop swearing. That's terrible. But yeah, that's dates back to the oldest things of just using, but even just in spoken word, you see various subcultures just coming up with language code, because it's like if you say certain things openly, you'll be persecuted or punished. It's a very old human tradition to just speak in code, essentially. And the codes are usually not particularly subtle. It's a game where adults could talk to children, could only put in questions and answers from a list, so it's safe for all. That sounds more than a little unsettling, Heidi, quite honestly. But I do remember my youngers were on it for a while. I remember there being some funny memes about how I got kicked off Club Penguin. Now I want to look that up. How I got kicked off Club Penguin. Here's an old Reddit thread on it. Wait, if I get images. Okay, let's go with images of how people got banned from Club Penguin. I may regret this. There may be something really offensive in here. What's this one? That's a lot of lava. It looks hot. Would be a shame if someone fell in it. Okay, they apparently got banned for that. What's this one? So they want to hear listen to Arctic Monkeys. Get it? Because we're in the Arctic, but we're not monkeys. Quality comedy. Severus automatically banned you for saying the bad word. Oh, that's the last one. Why the fuck are you all laughing? That's right. There would be the ban thing. Servers automatically banned you for saying the bad word. You said, shit, why is there so many purple penguins? What's this one? Penguin, rude or inappropriate words. No. What's this one? Oh, no, what the fuck? You've been kicked. Oh, this one. You've been banned for saying the bad word. You said, man, where the fine ass penguin bitches at? Oh my god. Is there another good one? Banned. Fuck penguins, get money. What's this one? Want to get clapped by my snowballs. Okay, I should stop being so amused by that, honestly. So, yeah, I know Club Penguin was just an online thing where your avatar was a penguin and there were various extremely simple games you could play on it. And it was for kiddies, so you get banned for saying... And again, the memes where it's like people doing various things, and then the last one was just a thing saying why they were banned. It was like, fuck you all, that joke was funny. Fuck all of you. But when was Club Penguin was like about 15 years ago or something. Its heyday was a long time ago. Because yes, my young'uns are mid-20s and they were playing it. So it must have been like 15 years ago that Club Penguin was big. Hell of a thing. Hell of a thing is what I'm going to say to that. So, I genuinely should not drink more alcohol tonight, but I'm going to. Oof, I don't think I have anything high stress at work tomorrow. I'll be fine. I'll be absolutely fine. In fact, everything at work's going really well at the moment. I'm getting brownie points. I'm doing extra stuff. Getting people are into my shit at work. So, I'm not saying I do no work on Fridays, because I do actually have a couple of things to do tomorrow. But yeah, thanks, Heine. Okay, that is literally, you tipped me over the edge. Treat yourself. Oh, big question. With what, though? What do we got? I might leave it till tomorrow to do a taste test of the J Ward's. J Ward's only been in the barrel a couple of days. Wait, where was it? Do I still have Trello open here? Okay, couldn't find that. Where's my J Ward? Old Hickory. Wait, I'm sure it was in here. Fuck it, I'm just going to do a Sazerac, honestly. And I got a little blood bag from Charlie of the Koferman. I'm just going to do this with some absinthe and some Peychaud's bitters. Justin, your boss in the Sydney office, you're in the Melbourne office. And you're doing, I love that. Yeah. Boss is in the Sydney office, you're in the Melbourne office, and theoretically you're based in Canberra. That would be the other interesting thing. Working in the public sector, if the Libs win the next state election, which is a distinct possibility, will they try to do some dumb shit where they compel public sector employees to go back into the office 5 days a week? If so, glad I'm in the fucking union. That is not what I wanted. Because my union's going to fucking fight for my right to party. I will absolutely indulge in fucking industrial action against the fucking Liberals. Okay, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of this. Oh man, that syrup's so fucking good. Okay, a little bit of this. Just a little absinthe this time. But also, Peychaud's bitters. Where are my Peychaud's bitters at? Why can't I find my Peychaud's bitters? This should not be so complicated. Barrel-aged Peychaud's bitters. Yes, let's fucking go. All right. Right. Okay. Yes, the Vic Premier is saying if it suits your workplace, you should work from home. I get some extra work from home stuff because I'm old, over 55, so disability, motherfuckers. Just the news, there's someone based in Melbourne, Boston, Adelaide, Boston, Sydney, Boston, Canberra. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. You know, I go into the office a couple of days a week for varying levels of return, quite honestly. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do a quick pee break so I'm not thinking about it for the last 20 minutes. And I'll let that drink chill while I'm gone. Okay, well, that was a relief. Okay. Oof. Oh, Justin, you're talking about the federal public service. There you go. Heine, stay at home because over 55. Well, honestly, see, this is the thing, Heine. I looked at things, the justification for getting more flexibility, which meant working from home more often. And it was disability, or being a carer for someone with a disability, or being over 55. And I was like, fuck yeah. Being over 55 is a disability, motherfuckers. So I went through the formal process and put in a thing like, hey, I know our default thing was 3 days a week in the office. I want to cut it down to 2 for this reason, which is in line with guidelines. What do you say? And I got official dispensation to do it. Yes, I know you're aware you can hear me flushing the toilet. It's only a couple meters away. Can you hear me washing my hands? I washed my hands because I know you can hear me. I always joke with people like, they're like, guys, when they take a piss, when do they wash their hands? It's like if anyone else is there, that's when you wash your hands. Assuming you didn't actually, I don't know, get uncoordinated and piss all over your own hands. But yeah, I'm not lying. I actually washed my hands. Not least, I think my hands were a little bit sticky from various beverage things I was doing anyway. So it's worth washing them. Oh man, fucking Sazerac. That's so good. Spirit of Norlands. Justin, if the Liberals come get you, join the federal public service. You have a boss in Canberra. Oh, look, sorry, Safa, I don't mind going to the office sometimes, like my team's there hanging out. No, it's fine. I don't think I work any better in the office because my team works very well on like Microsoft Teams chat. I think maybe some other teams aren't as attuned to it, but my team does it really well. But I was talking about a thing. I'm running a workshop. In fact, I'm running a whole fucking bunch of workshops. I'm a cybersecurity guy. I'm doing disaster recovery workshops. And someone was talking to you today about setting it up. my sidekick from my team is going like, oh, okay, so you like normally sit next to we could do it together. We could all be in there on the same day and do it face to face. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. You know, organize a day when we're all in there at the same time, book the big room and do it. So, you know, when there's a reason to be in and be face to face, I've got no problems with it. But COVID just really laid bare the ridiculous fucking doing stuff just because you're doing stuff. I don't know. Justin, you reckon I should get a federal job once these up on the hiring freeze? Yeah, no, I'm pretty comfortable where I am, but I appreciate the thoughts. Hello, Madam Butterfly. How are you? Oh, fucking Sazerac, man. Such a good drink. I love the anise flavors from, which is like licorice flavors from the absinthe and the Peychaud's bitters. Fucking yum. Just like a herbal old fashioned. I was also thinking, because Madame Butterfly is, of course, threatening to visit us in the fine city of Melbourne in December. And for anyone who's up for it, we'll probably have a meetup somewhere. I'm thinking, although, again, you're a very bad influence. I think I should take this breath with us. I think it's morally bad to have a competition to see who can blow the highest number on the breathalyzer, but I can see us doing it. So for 15, sorry, Justin, 15.5% super. Handy going into retirement. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking sliding into retirement, quite honestly. Safa, oh yeah, no, it'll be on a Saturday. And it'll be heaps of notice. So anyone who wants to come and just like have a hangout in the park or whatever. Oh, fucking yum. I like Sazerac so much. You know, we can meet up in a park. There are obviously a million places to get drinkies. But yeah, look, lots of advance notice because it's in fucking December. What's on at I haven't really heard anything, Safa. What's on at the MCG tonight? There was a moment like an hour ago. I thought I maybe heard fireworks. You're just talking footy, like footy season started, like bleh. That just means every fucking Monday, all anyone's going to be talking about at work is the fucking footy. Oh well. Say la. I've got a bunch of footy tragics in my team. And that's fine. That's their thing. They don't hassle me too much when they find out I don't give a fuck. Oh man. Fucking Sazerac, such a good drink. Ooh, you know what I look at? Because I already know what I'm doing for my birthday. What do we got on here? You're going back to Death and Company. Death and Company Melbourne. If I like look up, do they publish a menu? Because hot damn, they were fucking good. Drinks menu. Okay, so let's fucking go. I'm going to show you the Death and Co menu. Yeah, Safa, I'm going to go back to Dubbo for my fucking birthday. No, twice. Are you making me Anakin Skywalker now? Do I hate sand? No, I don't hate sand. But like this is... Oh, wait. No, wait. What the fuck? Stop sharing. That was the wrong thing. This one. Okay. Where are we? PDF of their menu. So, all right. This is what I'm doing from Earth. Here we go. The Death & Co. Opened in 2025. What's here? Introduction. Okay. Cocktail menu is divided into 6 sections. Classics, light and refreshing, bold spiritus, zero proof. Dealer's choice. We did dealer's choice. We did not regret it. Okay, classics. So, a parachute, white port, gentian, grapefruit pastures. That sounds quite bitter. I probably wouldn't go for it. Strange brew, dry gin, pineapple, falernum, lime, beer. I probably wouldn't go for that because it's beer. Naked and Famous, which is one of their classics. Mezcal. Yes. Fucking Naked and Famous. Mezcal, Aperol, Chartreuse Lime. Kingston Negroni, no. Fucking Campari's too bitter. Lavinia. Rye whiskey, Amaro, Apera. I mean, maybe. Oaxaca Old Fashioned. That is such a good drink. Tequila, Mezcal, Agave, and bitters. Oof, that's such a good drink. Jesus. Okay, their drinks are a bit fucking expensive, but they're also absolutely top-notch. Light and playful. God of Wine, Pinot Noir, Amaro, Sour Cherry Soda, Buku Gimlet, Gin, Cachaça, Finger Lime, Pandan, Coca. I mean, that sounds pretty fucking good. Okay, so their cocktails are about 20% more expensive than a lot of places, but they're really fucking good. Sound of Fury, tequila, raspberry, capsicum. Oh, chili. That's probably actually really serious chili, so I wouldn't do it. Joker's Wild, pisco, wine, gin, vanilla, absinthe, egg white. I mean, maybe. Bright and Confident. Waymore's Blues, bourbon, pistachio, peach, lemon, bitters. I'd probably try that. Tiger Shark, tequila, nori, watermelon, cane. I don't really like nori as seaweed, which I don't really like as a flavor, and I don't really like watermelon as a flavor. Bulls on Parade, overproof rum, sochu, grapefruit, honey lime, maraschino. I'd probably go that, honestly. Wildcard, gin, mezcal, Genepi, passion fruit. I'd probably go that too. Elegant and Timeless, Guns of Brixton, named after a jam song. Armagnac, Coca Americano, Bergamot, Bailey sparkling wine. Not that big on sparkling wine. Kakoma Highball, Japanese whiskey, single malt scotch, yuzu soda water. Not that big into highballs. Telegraph, gin. Poir William is peach. Coca Americano. That's a bit out there, maybe. Mañanita, mezcal, chile, vermouth. Oh no, Campari coffee. No, that's a no from me. Boozy and Honest, Eye Against Eye, Scotch, rum, honey, jerk and Peychaud's bitters. I mean, fuck yes. Red Ant, rye, Kirschwasser, which is cherry brandy, unaged. Cherry Hearing, which is a cherry liqueur. Mezcal. Oh, I would definitely do that one. Fucking $30 though. $29.50. That's pricey. Crescendo, Australian whiskey, apple brandy, Amaro, gotta be bitters. Black Magic, Australian brandy, rum, Venet Branca, mint Bastille. Zero proof. Well, let's fuck off zero proof. I don't want any of that bullshit. Dealer's choice. You tell them your preferred spirit and style, build a drink. We did a dealer's choice last time we were there. It was really fucking good. So you're saying Dubbo's surrounded by sand? There's a place, because there's a river that goes through Dubbo, the Macquarie River. And people would swim or boat or go on swimming. But there was one bit, it was like a bend in the river, and there was actually a bunch of sand there. We called it Sandy Beach. It was just a bend in the river which I think Ben's make it kind of deeper, but it was a really wide, flat, sandy bit. It was quite a popular place for people to go for like picnics and have a bit of a swim and stuff. And it was an ironic name for it. You just by the riverbank, but calling it Sandy Beach. Fuck me, I like a Sazerac. But anyway, I just had a bit of fun sharing that menu with you. I forgot how expensive the cocktails were because I'm not joking. Those are 20% more expensive. So your average good quality cocktail bar in Melbourne, the cocktails are $20, $22, $24, and the Death & Co cocktails are $25 to $30. But I swear to God, I've been there once. It is, if you, if you want to experience the absolute high end of perfectly prepared cocktails, Death & Co is the way to go. It's like, oh, is it worth paying the extra $5? I kind of think it is because it's the experience. So for me, you go to cocktails, like a lot of people think cocktails, it's like fruity or sugary and not tasting alcohol. For me, because I'm a goddamn fucking snob, the cocktails are an experience. You want to really get the flavors and whatnot. And what they've done at Death & Co is absolutely, definitely the complete top end of what you can achieve with cocktails. It's friggin' awesome, quite honestly. And I said it recently to Mrs. Angry. It's like, oh, for my birthday, I want to go back to Death & Co. And she's like, hell yes. So I don't know what day we'll go because my birthday is actually on a Sunday. So I don't know if we'll go on a Saturday night or go on the Sunday for my actual birthday. And yes, but that's the thing. You're saying drink it slow. I have many times talked about my favorite podcast, the Blind Boy podcast, Blind Boy Boat Club, the Irish comedian, writer, whatnot. And he's been doing his podcast for ages. And it's a really top podcast. He's great. But he referred to drinking cocktails as mindful drinking. Because if you're getting them, whether you're making them at home or getting them at a venue, it's more expensive. It's not like it's not rum and Coke. Even if you make them at home, it's more expensive than just having a rum and Coke or a whiskey Coke, whiskey soda, whatever. It's more involved and more expensive. But particularly if you're paying for a cocktail when you're out on the town, it's a lot more expensive than getting a beer or a cider or a wine or whatever. So he called it mindful drinking. It's like, because you want to get the value for your money. So you don't just, you could just get your cocktail and go and neck it. But you don't, because you paid so fucking much for it. So you have sips and you appreciate all the flavors in it. You go like, what am I getting? When you're getting really top quality cocktails, it's not one thing. It's normally like, oh, I'm getting this, then I'm getting that, there. And if the cocktail's on ice, what you get usually changes over the life of the cocktail. But I did really like when he described getting cocktails as mindful drinking, because you just sip at it and go, And part of the reason you're sipping at it is because it's fucking expensive. But the other thing is, a good cocktail is not one thing. A good cocktail is at least 2 or 3 things. You taste it and you go, oh, I'm getting this. Oh, then I'm getting that. Oh, and then I'm getting that. And like I said, I'm doing a weird unpaid ad for Death & Co. But I got the Death & Co. book here. Because for those who don't know, Death & Co. I think that their first bar was in New York, but they actually franchise it. There are multiple Death & Co. bars across the US now. And I think the ones in Australia were not the first outside the US, but they opened in Melbourne first. And I think they're opening one in Brisbane. But I think there are 3 big Death & Co. books like this. God, I can just hear Shadow making a lot of noise. If you just open at any page. Ooh, a pina colada deconstruction. Pineapple infused white rum. Coconut liqueur, coconut water, cane sugar syrup, and bitters. Shadow's making so much fucking noise out there in the hallway. I don't know what's going on. A Puerto Rican Risa. 2 ounces of rum, half an ounce of apple brandy, half an ounce of yellow chartreuse, grenadine, Peychaud's bitters. Fuck, that sounds good. I fucking have to. Jesus. Is there I need something to bookmark this. Am I bookmarking something important here? What's here? A Night Owl. Cognac, Puntamez, Sherry. Batavia Rack. No, it's not that. Lily Wacker. Apple Brandy, Vermouth, Cointreau, Molly Bitters. No. Little Sparrow. Calvados. Laird's Apple Brandy. Jeez, I don't know if you can hear Shadow. You can hear, honey? She's making so much fucking noise. Martinique, Cognac, Rum, Vermouth, Maraschino. Oh, I think it was Chardonnay's Taboo. So that's Cognac, Coca Americano, Sweet Vermouth, and Bitters. Sidewinder, Cognac, Apple Brandy, Benedictine Yellow Chartreuse, Absinthe, Peychaud's Bitters, Soul Clench, Pisco, Vermouth, Pamplemousse Rose, Saint-Germain, Velvet Falernum, Sweet Hereafter, Pisco, Coca Americano, Delon Blanc, Saint-Germain, I'm going to go through, Windows Laurel, Calvados, Drambuie, Sweet Vermouth, Allsworth. I swear to fuck, Shadow's being so fucking annoying. I think it was Chardonnay's Taboo I had marked here. But Sidewinder sounds good. Cognac, Apple Brandy, Benedictine, Yellow Chartreuse, Absinthe, Peychaud's Bitters. This one, Puerto Rican Risa, Rum, Apple Brandy, Yellow Chartreuse. I need to put something in here to mark this page too. I need to come back. Oh, I must have something that I can use as a bookmark here. Fuck it. This gold banknote Dr. Abigail sent me at one point. I'm also going to have a quick look at what the fuck is Kitty doing. Just going to look in the hallway. Almost bedtime, but I'm just going to look at what the fuck is she doing. What are you doing, Shadow? She's running away because I gave her a message. I think maybe Mrs. Angry's gone into the bedroom and shut the door. So the noise I'm making doesn't disturb her. And Shadow wanted to be let in, and it wasn't happening. But I also think it's bedtime now. Do a little splash of my liqueur in here to give Mrs. Angry's orange peel a flavour in the morning. She could put it in her hot chocolate. All right, all right, all right. It's so funny. Like Shadow's out there making all that noise. Like, let me in, let me in, let me in. I open the door and look at her and says, "Oh, I'm in trouble. I need to run away now." But do this. Have a little sip. Yeah, I reckon. I don't know why, but I think tomorrow night might be a big party night. Honestly, I think it's maybe because I'm going to see like how much can I punish the breathalyzer. Man, that liqueur is so fucking nice. All right. For funsies, how far did I push the breathalyzer tonight? It's doing its countdown. Countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. As much as I can do. 0.15. I mean, I think that might be accurate, honestly. Eljoy. Yes, you're on Shadow side. She ran away when I looked at her. But when I go to bed, I'll leave the bedroom door slightly open so she can come in. Oh my God, these cherries are so fucking good. I fucking love these cherries. Oh my God, they're so good. How many of these? And I do have a backup jar of cherries. These are not my only cherries. And my Shadow's favorite? Not really. She tends to actually just sleep at the foot of our bed, which is quite interesting. But she might initially jump on and demand some pats and what. She meows very loudly when she wants to. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to go sleepy boo-boos now. Feeling like we might have big night tomorrow night for party night. We'll see how that goes. But you'll take care in the meantime. I will see you another time, but bye for now.
You are totally fucked!